Okay, I wanted to talk about the Spiderwick Chronicle series that's on Roku TV. It is so freaking good. Like, oh my god. Nobody told me how good this daggone show was gonna be. And so I was surprised by it, trying to do my work while like watching it. And then I ended up not getting shit done because the show sucked me in. And then I had to like back out so that I could do what I needed to do and then run back to the show because it was good. Oh my god. So let's just start at the top. I love the mom. I think she's so believable as like a parent of twins and a daughter. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm currently running a playthrough of The Sims where I have a daughter and a set of twins, and the mom's currently pregnant. So I just understand, like, I'm not really, but like I empathize because the game is a lot harder with that much like work to do. But I have a 2-parent household in my game, and she's a single parent, so I feel like she really portrays the role very well, and just trying her best. And I feel like sometimes she just can be swayed so easily, but I think that's just because she just wants what's best for her kids. The daughter, I think the daughter is such a great character. I think that her delivery is really good, and I think she makes it more believable as she, like, I don't want to give away too much because if you do watch it, I don't want you to say, oh, this is what, whatever. But I do feel like as the show went on, her motives and motivations and stuff like that were explored more, and I think that was really good for this show. In general, I think that the brothers dynamic was fabulous. I think that because they are twins, sometimes people can pit you against each other. I don't know if they're not trying to do it or it's on purpose, but they can just kind of point out, you're the good one, you're the bad one. And I think that it's important that we are mindful of how these stereotypes and tropes land on these children, because in the very first episode, the twin Jared is in the bathroom putting little devil horns on himself, and he wrote evil twin. And I think that that's just wonderful foreshadowing, because I think that this is a self-fulfilling internalized thing that he's received for a long time. I think that a lot of people have told him that he's bad and he's always just getting into trouble, so I think that he's just leaning into it at this point. And then Simon, I think that Simon is a really cool character. I think that it's nice that he doesn't really have to defend his own actions, but he's always defending Jared's because they are a group. So two peas in the pod. So he's doing it to protect his brother, but also in a sense of we come as a pair. So I want to make sure that I'm protecting you as much as I can. I think that's the mentality, and I think that that's a really cool dynamic to play with in the show. And then the bad guy, Mograth, is in the show, episode 1. Okay, so yes, let me just say his character, 8 down. Okay, very good character right there. I love a good bad guy. I don't know if it's because I'm just used to the bad guy looking like me or whatever, but I love a good bad guy. If you can make me believe that you're really out here, nefarious, we love that. So I hated him, I loved him, I hated him all over again, I loved him again. His acting is great. The story development was A1 in my personal opinion. I think that the things that they changed were slight, but the way that they fit everything into everything else, and the way that each episode led into the next one, and even the way that the cliffhanger should lead into season 2, I think that all of this was good plot development, because I think that when they talked about the way that fairies move, and Lucinda was explaining that they're Numi something, which means I think it means like a multitude, or like the base root of that word means like a multitude. But they're basically saying that their reasoning behind doing stuff as fairies isn't always understood, and I think that Jared's character lends to that ideology. And I think that that's why we get into a lot of the situations we get into, and trying to understand where Jared's coming from and why he's behaving or understanding or responding like this. The side characters, I love them. I love the fetch. I love the pathological liar. I love the dude with the little helmet. I love them all. I love the fencing teacher. I love the fencing assistant. Everybody in the show really portrayed their character, and they flushed them out. Like, everybody was in so deep within themselves that I was watching the show like, you are that character. You can talk to fairies. You do this. You do that. Like, immersed. Okay? The show was great. Now, let's talk about representation. It felt good. It felt good. It felt good. That's all I have to say. It always feels good to see someone that looks like you on the silver screen doing normal stuff that's not controversial. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. More of this, please. It can be original content. I just want more representation. Moving on. The fantasy was sold to me. I think that they show unicorns in the series. They show little fairy doors. They show a couple of different fairies. They show a sprite. You see parts of the troll. You see the what's Mogorath again? I think he's I don't want to talk about it because I know that it is talked about later in the show, and I don't want to reveal too much, but I think that the way that they get into we even saw Hag, Fetch, the way that they get into these things is just really cool. It reminds me of Grimm in a way, which makes me happy. And then let's see, what else do I have? The Fae and fairies storyline, love it, okay, because we all know that there's a little mystery in this world, and I absolutely believe that the way that they portrayed this, iconic shit, okay, please, they nailed this, and I only wish that I could see the full completed book, and hopefully that's at the end of like season 4, almost the 4th season, if you see me, because I love this world. I want to explore Henson top to bottom on some Harry Potter shit. Let's get into it. Run it. Run it. I am in. I watched all 8 episodes last night. I went to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. Run me the rest of season 2. I want it. I want season 2 already. That's how you know you did your damn thing. So I hope that everybody goes and checks the show out. Even if it's not something that you thought you would like, I think that you will at least see one character in the show that you're like, they're killing this role, okay? And I believe them in this role. And it is so good because we can get into a deep dive of it. But this was just I had to get this off my chest because I'm about to start rewatching it, and I saw a lot of feedback on social media that was just so negative, and I just wanted to balance the scales. I think that this was phenomenal, okay? Look for yourself, insert your opinions, contribute online, but watch the show before you talk about it because it's really good. Bye.